What is up, everybody out there in HeroClix land? This once again is Scott Porter back for day 3 of our brand new Marvel HeroClix unboxing series for X-Men the Animated Series. That's right. That is right. Oh man, that title sequence is still something I will show my son probably once a week. He loves to see it. That initial X-Men when it shows up and then Cyclops turns around and the optic blast flies across the screen and then it shows Cyclops and it has all those weird fonts for all of our favorite characters. The Beast is the best because it looks like his name is dripping. The Beast, and his name is dripping there, and he's got that old Beast look to him before they did that whole feline second mutation thing that Grant Morrison, thank you Grant Morrison for that by the way, did. I'm loving this set so far, because we're seeing the X-Men as I remember them growing up. These like solid color blocking schemes and these on their costumes, with the yellows and the blues, bright colors. You're seeing all their old costumes. You're seeing them as I knew and loved them when I was growing up and as they appeared in the series, in the animated series. Also, what's special about this set is there's a Colossal in every single one of these boosters. And so far, the Colossals have not let us down at all. We pulled Exodus, we pulled Shadow King, we pulled Sentinel, we pulled Magneto, and all of them are amazing in one way, shape, or form. You are getting your money's worth with this set. The pre-release for this thing comes out September the 4th, so make sure you go to your local comic shop, your local gaming store, you figure out when they're going to hold their tournament, and that is when you can get your hands on this before anybody else. I am super excited about this set. I can't wait to get into this today to see what else we have. We have not pulled a lot of heroes. We have 5 heroes versus all the rest of the figures that we have pulled, all being villains. Acolytes, we have a lot of Brotherhood members. We know from the outside of the box that the Hellfire Club is going to come into play here. We have Sentinels. We have villains from the past like Belladonna, who's a big part of Gambit's past. So man, we have a lot of stuff to look forward to. So let's get started. Oh, also, what is in Scott Porter's Cup today? In Scott Porter's Cup today is Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf's 25th anniversary of Friends, the TV show, black tea. It is a citrus berry. It's a very special black tea just for this month to celebrate Friends' 25th anniversary, and it is delicious. So I recommend if you live in California or anywhere that has a Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf to go get some. There we go. Brought to you by What's in Scott's Cup today. Speaking of what do we have today, oh my God, I have wanted this forever. I think everybody else that is a fan of Alpha Flight has wanted this forever. Why did Sasquatch never get a Colossal figure? Well, guess what, folks? Look at that thing. Oh my God, it is incredible. Oh, the Colossal Sasquatch coming in at 175, 125, and 50 points. Oh man. I am super crazy excited about this. Oh man, it looks incredible. I can't wait to see what Sasquatch does. The rest of the figures that we pulled are all normal sized figures, so boo. But the normal sized figures we have are Magneto and Mr. Sinister, who happens to be a super rare. We pulled Beast, who we already have, and we have Sabretooth. Again, Sabretooth is off the base, so I have to tell you guys, just as a Clix player and a Clix friend to you all, make sure you are packing some glue in your play kit, because they're coming off. They're not breaking, they're just kind of popping off of their base like this. We had Amelia Vaught do it, we had the Kleinstock brothers do it, and this one too. And I think that's just because we have this Colossal packaging, and they're kind of in there loosely in bubble wrap, and these big figures that we are pulling out are pretty heavy. Sasquatch has a good amount of weight to it. Oh man, I am so excited. Oh, I wish we could get like a Colossal variant of the white Sasquatch, the female Sasquatch. Man, I want a variant, or we could get Wendigo, or I just want all of the giant monsters to please have a Colossal figure. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're gonna start with Sabretooth, who we pulled, and is one of the more generic-looking characters in this booster. Although Sabretooth is not a generic character, huge implications for a very long time. in the world of the X-Men. Sabretooth, Brotherhood of Mutants, Weapon X, Animal, Assassin, Brute, and Monster keywords, comes in at 75 points and is 23A. Could there be a prime of Sabretooth? Could there be a Danger Room scan of Sabretooth like we had yesterday with Magneto? I don't know. It might be. Maybe it's all big, huge, big-time villains of the X-Men that they have in the Danger Room. My Mutant Brothers and Sisters is a trait. We've seen this trait on Avalanche yesterday, so I'm guessing this is a shared Brotherhood trait. Once per game, when an effect other than clearing removes an action token from Sabretooth, after resolutions, heal him 1 click. So a little bit of leadership, pulls that token off, also heals him. That is nuts. Feral Resilience trait. When Sabretooth takes damage from an opponent's attack after resolutions, roll a d6. On a roll of 4 or 5, heal Sabretooth 1 click. On a roll of 6, heal Sabretooth 2 clicks, or remove an action token from him. And remember, when you remove an action token from him, you get a click back anyway. So that's insane. Ambush Predator, Charge, Flurry, Stealth. Oh, all at the same time. On the back, you see they got Blade's Claws and Super Senses. That nasty 12 attack. Oh, the Sabretooth is disgustingly good. I am a big fan of this Sabretooth. Oh my gosh. And I love, again, just the basic block coloring from the animated series. So you've got this weird beige tan and the brown. Oh, Victor Creed Great and Creed just coming in with just an amazing array of things that he can do. And Sabretooth, man, I gotta tell you, that Feral Resilience, roll a 4 or 5, get 1 click back. Roll a 6, get 2 clicks back, or take a token off and get a click back, because if you're taking any type of tokens away from him that are not caused by clearing, he gets a click back because of that trait, the Mutant Brothers and Sisters shared trait. So that's awesome. A lot that you can do with that one. All right. I hate to do it, but we're going to go to Magneto next. Usually I would save Magneto for last, seeing as he's the big bad of the X-Men universe. But we're going to have to go there next because super rare for Mr. Sinister and Sasquatch is a Colossal. So we're going with Magneto. Magneto, 11A. So this is the regular version of the Prime that we got yesterday. Acolytes, Brotherhood of Mutants, Ruler keywords, My Mutant Brothers and Sisters, that shared trait for the Brotherhood. Manipulate more than metal is a special attack power. Telekinesis once per turn. When Magneto uses it after resolutions, roll a d6. On a roll of 5 or 6, choose 1. Remove an action token from a character placed by this telekinesis. Wait a minute. So he's TKing and then pulling an action token off of that? Oh my gosh. Or he can immediately use telekinesis at no cost. So telekinesis twice, or you can telekinesis somebody and then pull an action token off of them, getting them ready for the next turn. That's insane. Like I said, comes in only at 75 points. I think you're getting a lot for that 75 points, and I am a big fan of that Magneto. Man, that Magneto and Sabretooth, little 1-2 punch there, woo, that could be nasty. Now, we're going to go with Sasquatch next. I have been saving the Colossals for last, but I'm going to have to save Mr. Sinister for last because not only is Mr. Sinister a super rare, he's also a super rare title character. This is insane. This set is offering so much. There are 80 figures in this set. 80. I'm seeing prime numbers everywhere. I'm seeing A's and B's all over the place. I'm seeing multiple dials on a lot of these figures. The Kleinstock brothers have 3 different dials on their dial. The Sentinel has 6 different dials. There's a lot of versatility in this set. All right, look at Sasquatch here, the sculpt is insane. That is desktop material. You take a figure like that to work and put it on your desk. Alpha Flight, Animal, and Scientist keywords. Walter Langowski coming in big. 8, Colossal number 8 is the set number, and has a special move power, Leaping Smash. Charge. Place Sasquatch within 5, charge or power. Place Sasquatch within 5 squares in line of fire. May then use Quake at no cost. So a little leap and Quake for 5 squares. The dial is only 13 clicks long. That's the shortest Colossal that we've seen outside of that little Knight of the Sentinels Sentinel that we got yesterday. But man, nice stats, has that leaping Quake, can do a lot, and I don't even care what that dial does because the sculpt is so incredible. Well done, well done, well done. All right, moving on. Last but not least, Mr. Sinister, Rogue Geneticist. So title character. So Mr. Sinister is a title character. Comes in at 43A. 43A, all right, here we go. Maybe we get a prime Danger Room Mr. Sinister. This is insanity. Comes in at 100 points. Is a super rare, like I said. Is a title character, and you'll see those plot points inside. Also has a trait, Leader of the Nasty Boys. The bystanders printed on this card are Nasty Boys. Okay, I'm sorry. Look at me. The bystanders on the inside of this car are Nasty Boys. I'm sorry. Did they give us? They gave us the Nasty Boys. This is insane. Oh, man, I am so excited today. All right, back to the card. Sorry, everybody. And I'll show you the Nasty Boys then when we go back to the card here. All right, you've got Slab, you got Gorgeous George, you've got Ruckus and Hairbag. And I know a lot of people out there are probably going to be saying, dang it, I wish we were getting actual figures. But come on, we're getting some of the Nasty Boys just in Pog form here, but that's fine. At least we're getting them. There's so much going on with this Mr. Sinister. It is insane. Leader of the Nasty Boys. The bystanders printed on this card are Nasty Boys. Okay, let's see. I don't know how do we, oh, listen up, boys. How are we even getting these guys? Ruckus has a special damage power. Listen up, boys. Leadership. When Ruckus uses it and succeeds, instead of the normal effects, he may remove an action token from an adjacent friendly bystander. Gorgeous George is Fluid Body, Incapacitate, Giant Reach of 4. So I'm guessing the only way we're getting these is through title character. Plot points. Let's see if I am right. Mr. Sinister. When a title character activates a plot ability at the end of your turn, if it didn't attack an opposing character, deal it 1 avoidable damage, just like every other title character. But when Mr. Sinister, Rogue Geneticist, is KO'd, deal 1 avoidable damage to each other character on your force, which effectively takes the Pogs off if he is kicking out Pogs. A plus plot point. +1 plot point. Collecting genetic material. This turn, when Mr. Sinister, Rogue Geneticist, or a Nasty Boy hits, give a character a DNA sample token. If that character already has a DNA sample token, gain 1 additional plot point. That's awesome. A way to accrue plot points outside of just doing the actions. Sorely needed. -0 plot point. My plans come to fruition. This turn, when Mr. Sinister, Rogue Geneticist, attacks a character with 1 or more DNA sample tokens, modify attack and damage by +X, where X is your plot points. -1 plot point. Nasty Boys attack. Free. Generate a Nasty Boy bystander. Each distinct Nasty Boy bystander has a max of 1. So, you start doing a couple of things in the game, you start getting plot points accrued. Then you start spitting out Nasty Boys. They come out onto the board. You can have a max of 1 of them on the board at the time. I think if they get KO'd, I think the max of 1 goes away. I think you can spit another one out later. He does a lot. He does a lot. In fact, everybody in this booster does a lot. This might be the best booster that I've gotten so far, which is saying a ton because over the first few days, which if you didn't see them, please pause the video now and go back and watch day 1 and 2. You're going to get your money's worth. This booster in particular just has a lot going for it, and that Sabretooth is going to be nasty. This Mr. Sinister, Rogue Geneticist is going to be so much fun to play. I can't wait to see how all of this works. And Magneto, who is phenomenal in his own right, just is kind of lagging behind the other figures that we pulled in that booster. That's how good that booster was. All right, finally, a good guy, Colossal, Sasquatch. All right, moving on. I think I have an idea of what the primes are going to be this set. Oh my gosh. All of my dreams have come true. And my wildest HeroClix dreams have all come true right now. I never thought that this panel would get made, let alone did I think that I would get it. And it is a super rare. It is our 3rd super rare, and I don't know. This is insanity, guys. I don't know. It is beautiful. It is Iceman as Voltron. It is everything you could ever want as an Iceman fan. I don't know if you know this moment in the books, but Krakoa starts going nuts. Multiple Krakoas are running around. Iceman builds a Voltron out of ice, jumps inside, and pilots it. Iceman is an Omega level mutant, hands down. And people forget that, including Iceman himself. I think Iceman has a big part of himself that just doesn't want to admit that he is that powerful. Because I think, I don't know, I think Iceman is such a good dude and is scared of having that much power because of what he could do to other people with it. We also pulled in this booster Jubilee and Cyclops. So here come the good guys en masse. We pulled another Callisto who we've already seen, so I'll set her off to the side. And we pulled Wolverine. So, I've been saying we have so many villains today. We have so many villains in this set. Finally are getting a bunch of heroes all at once. I want you to look at that Iceman all day, but I'm going to pull it away. Oh my God, I want to cry. And I'm going to show you Cyclops and Jubilee and Wolverine. 3 of the big-time players in the X-Men the Animated Series cartoon. I always looked at X-Men the Animated Series as like couples or pairs. And I didn't mean romantic couples, but just people that come together and in pairs and play well. So Wolverine and Jubilee, Cyclops and Jean Grey, Gambit and Rogue, and then Storm and Beast being the moral center, that kind of partnership. Being the moral center and providing the leadership when Cyclops is compromised, which, is a lot actually because of all the things that happen with his mentor, his wife, or his love, or all of these different things, his brother, his parents, Cyclops has always had so much on his plate. But man, that Iceman is incredible. Okay, we're going to start with Jubilee. She looks great. She has that late 80s yellow, she looks like a character actually out of like The Last Dragon. Gordy's The Last Dragon. But let's take a look at what she does. Jubilee, 26 is the set number. She comes in at 35 points. I mean, she's really the beginning of X-Men the Animated Series as far as, storytelling goes. You see her and you meet the X-Men through her after a Sentinel is hunting her down. You all wouldn't know what to do if I wasn't around as a trait. Once per game when Jubilee would be KO'd and is adjacent to a friendly character with the X-Men keyword, instead, turn her to click number 4. Protected from Pulse Wave. Also, as a special attack power, you're just in time for the fireworks show Energy Explosion. When she uses it, hit characters modify attack by -2 until your next turn, and after resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to all hit characters with the robot keyword. Yes, this is playing off of her appearance in the cartoon. Big time. Big time. There we go. Smallish dial. Very cool. I know Jubilee just has a ton of fans out there. And I get it. I completely get it. And she was a great entry point into the animated series for everybody. You see her. She has adopted parents. They're talking about her poorly. She's a mutant. Her father gives her up. And then a Sentinel comes marching through the town, busts into her house trying to capture her. She runs to the local mall, of course, which is where I would go if I was being chased by a giant mutant hunting robot. She goes to the local mall, and lo and behold, Storm and Rogue are just shopping. Gambit's hitting on some girl behind a jewelry counter. Cyclops is waiting in the van like dad while dropping off the kids at the mall. And the X-Men save her, and then now you're into the animated series. The pilot is kind of silly, but the rest of the series is so good, and Jubilee is a huge part of that. So glad to see her here, and the fact that they used her powers in such an animated series type of way. We'll go with Cyclops next. My dude, Cyclops. X-Men keyword number 13 in the set, comes in at 70 points. He has a trait, Jean. Jean Grey has a trait called Scott, so this is fitting. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose a combat value. If Cyclops is adjacent to a friendly character named Jean Grey, modify the chosen combat value by +1. Jean has the same thing. Move special power, Optic Beams, Running Shot, Force Blast. Also, a special damage power, Commanding Leadership. When Cyclops uses it and succeeds after resolutions, choose another friendly character that shares a keyword and has 0 action tokens. This turn, that character has free, half speed, and then move. Interesting. Like, move it! And they're like, yes, sir, let's go. There you go. The back there He's got that running shot, Psychic Blast, some Force Blast, got a lot of stuff, a lot of willpower. Cyclops is chock full of willpower there. So there you go. That is Cyclops. And the other side of that coin, very often when you're talking to X-Men fans, is going to be Wolverine, as far as like field leaders or people they ally themselves with just because of everything that has happened in the books over the time. We'll take a look at Wolverine. He's set number 1, comes in at 50 points. The nose, bub. Opposing characters within 3 squares can't use stealth or shape change. That's big a lot of times on a HeroClix map, so that's really nice to get around that stuff. Has Alpha Flight, Weapon X, X-Men, and Martial Artist keywords. Look at the back there. Pretty basic dial, 50-point Wolverine. No bells and whistles, but still 9 movement, 12 attack, 18 defense, and 2 damage. So you're more than likely going to be using those blades that he has all the way down his dial. Okay, folks, well, that is it for today. No, it's not. Iceman is back. Yes, I will give you one more look at Iceman before we get this done with this video. But before that happens, I'm going to go ahead and read this card to you. All right, let's see. We have Iceman with champions, defenders, X-Factor, X-Men, and armor keywords. Comes in at 300, 200, 100, or 15 points. Has a trait, chill. It's just a giant ice sword. Blades, claws, fangs. When Iceman KOs a giant or colossal character after resolutions, he can use charge at no cost, but may only attack a character who is colossal or giant. He may repeat this. That's awesome. That's to show the whole Krakoa thing as he's battling these multiple Krakoas at the end of Wolverine and the X-Men. Colossal Indifference, Ice Robot with some Indomitable in there. It's a special defense power. Stop. If Iceman started the game on the 15-point starting line, he can't attack smaller characters except via Colossal Retaliation. He has a Colossal Retaliation. That's that 15-point entry. Colossal Retaliation, Glacier Fists. If no friendly character has been placed this turn, choose an opposing character that attacked Iceman or damaged a friendly character since your last turn. Place Iceman such that he can make a close attack targeting the chosen character, then do so. After resolutions, he can immediately use Incapacitate at no cost, but may target smaller characters. Wow, in doing so. That's awesome. A little bit of bonus attack there on the backside. Look at the dial, 13 clicks long. Okay, we've seen 13 clicks on Sasquatch today as well. The stats are insane. That 13 charge plus Colossal Reach is going to be awesome. I'm just stoked to have this. And that is Exploit Weakness. I know it kind of looks like it could be Battle Fury, but that's Exploit Weakness on the damage line. And actually, I misspoke. 14 clicks long. 14 clicks long. I said Sasquatch was desktop material. No. This Iceman is going to go with me wherever I go. I mean, guys, seriously. I don't even know if I can do days 4 and 5 of this now. I think I don't even know how to one-up this. I don't even think it's possible for me as a huge Iceman fan. Oh, man. Whew. Well, there we go. Day 3, full of excitement, full of amazing dials, fantastic Colossals. They are crushing this set. This might be my favorite WizKids set in a long, long time. And I know I'm an X-Men fanboy. I get it. But, man, it is offering a lot to a lot of people. Very versatile dials. Great stuff to look at. Yes. It's hitting me right in my heart of nostalgia. Once again, this set is open for pre-release on September the 4th, I believe. So call your local comic book stores and gaming shops. Make sure you buy from them, guys. Make sure you support them because they are the lifeblood of everything that we love here. Comic books and tabletop stuff. Those stores mean the world to us. So please go to your brick and mortar stores, support them, support the game, and we'll keep this thing going. Once again, I want to thank Hyper RPG Studios in Studio City, California. Check them out on Twitch or YouTube. And if you want to see some awesome HeroClix content, look up Indomitable in their archives on YouTube. You will not be disappointed. I can't wait to see what happens in days 4 and 5 of this thing. And on day 5, I might have a couple of special things. I got a little box from WizKids, and they said, please open on day 5. So I can't wait to see what's in it. You guys will see when you come back on day 5, but don't sleep on day 4 because I think it's going to be just as good as the first 3. I will see you guys tomorrow, but until I do, may all your rolls be critical hits.